What's up guys, it's Apollo Uchiha here and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm back with another interesting short movie. The name of this short movie is What If Naruto's Soul Was Replaced with Madara's? And yeah guys, it is an unscripted story, and shout out again to my little brother because yeah, he again came up with this idea and wanted me to do this story. Anyways, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel and enjoy this story as well. Enough said, without any further ado, let's begin with our today's short movie. Story begins at the end of the 4th Great Shinobi War, almost end, as we see that Kaguya Otsutsuki was sealed, and Team 7 alongside the rest of the Bijus that were freed from her clutches were brought back to their world, their reality, by none other than the Sage of the Sixth Path, as there in their reality, alone the Edo Tensei Kages alongside a dying Madara waited for them. As the other Bijus and Kages as well as Team 7 watched Madara's eyes getting closer to his eyelids as finally they closed, indicating that he has died, as Hashirama watched in sadness that his friend in the end again was defeated because of his own pride and misguidance. As after that we see, while Madara was engulfed with darkness, he finally gave in, dying for the second time after causing mayhem and havoc again, but this time on a larger scale against the whole elemental nation and world, almost ending it, but now it was saved. As his eyes opened in a void that was complete white, as he was wearing his traditional armor and was as same as he was in the war before it even began, and he was revived. "Where is this place?" he said as he looked around, trying to find a soul. As he began to walk, he walked for he does not know how long until he arrived in front of a fortress. As stepping inside, he found none other than the sage himself, and behind him were 3 tall figures, Kami, Yami, and Shinigami, and they were talking with the sage, the soul that was wavered and corrupted and have caused such havoc and destruction in our realm. We can't let this slide, Hakadomo. But I think he can still do good. We can still use him to make sure that he does good. And how would that be? Yami-sama, it will be done if we send him to that wavered land. That was a mistake. We have vowed that we will never discuss about that reality here. And you're overstepping your boundaries, Sage. I apologize, but that land can be saved. That land is doomed and we have forsaken it. If anything, it is to be destroyed, because it is corrupted up to this point. As finally Madara made it to the center hall, as knowing who the figures sitting in front of him towering, he bowed down. "Kami-sama, Yami-sama, and Shinigami-sama. I don't know what to say." "You don't have to say anything. Your soul has caused enough pain, Madara. Many, many helpless cries have been heard by us, by the destruction that you have caused. Please consider this, the 3 of you. He can go there, if not to save, then to destroy." What do you mean by this, Sage?" As Madara was ignored as the 3 goddesses hummed, as finally Kami then said, "Madara, do you wish to get your redemption?" I have been betrayed my whole life. I have been misled. Fine. For once in my life, I will make things right. What is it that you wish for me to do?" "There was a reality we created previously before yours, similar to yours. The people there exist as you all. They have been left behind and have been scrambling around to get to the start." I don't get it, I'm sorry." "The birth of Naruto. It is going to take place soon. While we talk, it is already being done. The time-space here is different than that realm and the realm that you came from." I see. What is that you wish me to do?" "That child's soul has suffered enough already, as his life has begun. As Madara watched Naruto being born, and then his parents dying, and then Hiruzen Sarutobi, the corrupted version of him, abused Naruto and sent him to an orphanage. He wanted to make sure that Naruto was always dependent on him, so he made sure that the people tortured him and even paid the clan head children to make friends with him. But at a later date, as Naruto at the age of 8 have suffered enough, And today was October 10th and his birthday and the QB attack's anniversary, and he was getting beaten once more. This is brutality. How can one, especially Konoha and its people, do this? Your world was similar, but on a lower level scale. They haven't harmed or tried to hurt their world's Naruto. But this world, this is why we've forsaken it. They have completely adopted ninjutsu and forsaken the ninshu, the teachings that we gave to once he possessed chakra to Hagoromo to pass to the humans. You can call them a failed experiment, but as Hagoromo, being the sage of that realm as well, he wants them to be saved somehow, and he has chosen you. What do you say, Madara? I will do it, but how shall I fit into this world? Because from the looks of it, I have already passed in that realm as well. Of course you have. You will replace the soul of Naruto. The young soul has been already tormented. And your goal? Yes, I would like to know. Destroy them. Play their own game, defeat them and destroy them. Make them feel the wrath of mighty Uchiha. But before you go, here, have the power of this world's sage of the sixth path. I'm sorry, but I thought that Hagoromo is now watching over that realm, trying to make sure that their wayward people comes to the right path. But that world's Hagoromo, he was killed by his own children, and the children later killed each other. I see, a darker story than this world's. Of course, said Hagoromo, but I still believe that they can be saved. But Kamiyami and Shinigami-sama thinks that I know what they have given you. They have given you the order to destroy them. But I beg of you, just make sure those who have been hurt, they are the only ones spared. I want those people to be spared and rescued who have been tormented like young Naruto in that realm. Please promise me this, Madara. Of course, those who have been betrayed, hurt, and harmed and cannot protect themselves will be the ones who will be spared and protected. As for the rest, as he looked towards the three goddesses that were seated there, it is to destroy them. It is clear. I am ready. As Mokitan was given to him alongside the Rinnegan and the Sage's ability, and soon after that, his soul began to teleport. As Madara looked at his hands and his body, which was disappearing in a blinding light. You will now be replacing the soul of Naruto. Good luck, Madara. Do not disappoint us. I won't, was Madara's last words, as now we see him inside a mindscape. As there, he was met by a fury of Kyuubi no Yoko. As Kyuubi roared, What? What are you doing here? Relax, Kurama, was it? How do you know my name? That is not for you to speak, Uchiha. What have you done to the child's soul? Your father and Kamiyami and Shinigami have sent me here. Bullshit. You lie. Hagoromo Tsuzuki is his name. How do I know that? What? And Kage Tsuzuki, that is his mother's name. The one that has been called the rabbit goddess and true hero of chakra. How do you know so much, Uchiha? Tell me. How? Said Kyuubi, narrowing its eyes. You need to calm down before anything. We don't have time. These people are going to execute him today. They have gone behind the orders of that blinded man that Naruto is oh so blindingly trusting. What? You... Of course I know. I was there when I was sealed inside of him when he was an infant, so obviously I could hear everything. He wants to make the kid his weapon, his lapdog, but I am telling the kid again and again that... Wait. If you're here and I can't sense Naruto, what happened to him? His soul is taken back by Kamiyami and Shinigami. The soul has suffered enough, and it is replaced by mine. As Kurama's eyes widen, I see. So what is your goal here? So you do know that I'm here with a mission that was sent and given to me by them. Yes. Your father wants me to save those who have suffered like Naruto, while the rest... Yes, what of them? It is to destroy them, Kurama. With pleasure. If the Kamiyami and Shinigami, the goddesses who forsaken it, is ordering us to destroy this world, then so be it. So what are we gonna do? First of all, I'm gonna wake up. As Madara taking the conscious and control over Naruto's body as his soul departed, began to wake up as his vision was blurry because of the bleeding head. Damn it, this body is weak, but still more than enough for me to take care of them. Huh, look at that. The demon has waken up, said one of the council members who was standing there with a huge metal bat which had a lot of metal nails inside. Well, no biggie. I'll just hit him again. As Naruto was hit by that bat, but Naruto grabbed it as he was holding it and flipping with his one hand. Such a light-headed weapon. Could be quite painful if it ended up in your skull, right? What? How did you? As Naruto vanished, as immediately he heard screams and some gruesome sounds. As the man in fear turned around to see that Naruto was standing on the other side, his face and the bat covered in blood, as there were brains and remains of people splattered everywhere, and their dead bodies laid there in the pool of their own oncoming and outpouring blood. Such a pity. Even in the end, this weapon is not strong as mine. Who are you? You're not that kid, are you? Oh, so you did knew that he was a kid, and he had to beat him, Kyubi. Oh, but I'm much worse than that. What? What could be much worse than Kyubi? I am Madara Uchiha. And with these words, we see Naruto's body was engulfed with an armor, half Susanoo armor, as the said avatar literally slammed its katana, splitting the village in diameters and splitting it in half till the end of the wall. As that is when Hiruzen, Sarutobi and the others arrived. Naruto! Wait, that can't be. As Naruto's eyes had Sharingan, and Mangekyo as well, as with a sinister smirk that was recognized by the three elders and him, Naruto turned towards them, as it sent chills down their spine from their childhood. That smirk, it can't be. Well, little monkey has grown old and quite devious. Even devious than his sensei, I believe. What? Monkey, how do you know that name? Only my sensei called me that. Because I was your sensei's rival, or have you forgotten, monkey? Said Naruto as he got an instantly face to face with Hiruzen, who was standing on the other side, as Hiruzen was shocked because he didn't sense Naruto move, and neither did anyone else. As the Anbu charged, Naruto with the same bat began to open their skulls left and right. As after the bloodbath, Naruto stopped as he cracked his neck and his, muscles, as he then turned towards Hiruzen again. So, tell me, little monkey, you plan to use this kid as a weapon. Why? Why would you want something like that? It's obvious, the kid is a Jinchuriki. The kid is also an heir to the two clans, Namikaze and Uzumaki. As Hiruzen flinched, as people from all sides were watching this, as they heard speak, Madara, said Danzo, it is you, isn't it? At least one of you is genius enough to realize who I truly am. How can this be? You're supposed to be dead? But I have many ways to come back to life, like I did now. So tell me, little monkey, and you three, why would you want a clan here child to be a weapon? Because he's the property of the village. Oh, is that right? As Madara, using his hand, literally appeared a matrix on his hands as he slammed it on the seal, as he began to twist it, as the Kyubi no Yoko was freed. What have you done, Madara? As the Kyubi no Yoko was now freed, as it began to cause terror and destruction everywhere. I have freed the demon. Go control it, monkey. Show me that it is your property if it listens to you. Kyubi, show them if you are their property or not. With pleasure. As the destruction and chaos began to go out everywhere, as the clan heads arrived there and charged at Naruto, only for them to be shocked by seeing the Sharingan. What? How do you have that Sharingan? You. What do you mean, you insignificant ant? Said Naruto, as he instantly trapped Fugaku in a genjutsu, in which he was impaled for 1,000 years, and tortured, as his brain dead as he lay down there. As now we see, Inoichi tried to jump into his mind, but there he found Madara's soul, who stared down at him with the throne that was made out of skulls, as he jumped down and literally split his soul with his gunpei, killing him and his soul, rendering him dead, brain dead forever, without a soul, but alive. As on the other side, Shikaku tried to use the shadow possession, but Naruto was fast enough, and with his bat, he literally impaled it inside his arm, as the nails that were embedded in the bat were in his skin as he hissed in pain, as Naruto ripped the bat out, ripping off the skin, and then grabbed onto his joint that was visible now, and literally ripped his arm out, and used his own bones to stab him in the chest in cross-like, as that is how Shikaku Nara died. As everyone else was now terrified, because of the sheer brutality that they were facing. On one side was Kyuubi in itself, and on the other side was this monster. This monster that has taken down the 3 prominent clan heads instantly without even batting an eye. Shikaku Nara, the most strategistic person, was taken out. Inoichi was dead, and so was Fugaku Uchiha, the leaders of the Uchiha. As Naruto with a sinister smirk began to move their ways, as a Chidori was charged and rushed towards him, only for Naruto to use the same technique as he had a sinister smirk. "Hello there, Kakashi." As Kakashi's eyes widened behind his mask as he was stabbed with his own jutsu, but that was not all. On the other hand, Madara then did something more sinister. "Oh, you remember this? Your sensei taught you, didn't it?" As the Rasengan was formed, but it expanded and formed into the Rasen Shuriken, made out of the wind chakra, as a wheezing sound was made as on point blank Kakashi was stabbed by Rasen Shuriken as a huge explosion occurred, killing him and destroying him into bits. As now we see Madara stood there in Naruto's body, watching the mayhem. "Kyuubi, that is enough." "What? I was just getting started. And besides, I thought you wanted to destroy them. They have been ruining the legacy, but I guess this is a fair warning." "What do you mean?" said Hiruzen, who was badly wounded as well, and so were the other elders, and badly shaken up. "We will be back. We have a lot of things to do first. And once I return, that will be the final day for Konoha to exist. Mark my words, Konoha. The demon that you also wanted to kill has finally showed its fangs, as these people would have told you. Oh, and I will arrive early on, a week later." "What? But why?" "To take back what was this kid's. And make sure you better believe that I won't be alone, because I will have a lot of backup." As now Hiruzen more than ever scared, knowing that Madara, if gave threats, it was a promise, and not just a hollow threat, nodded. "You can take it now." "Of course I can, but I'm giving you enough time to heal and reminisce of what you did. Oh, and don't try to recreate your senseis. They too have forsaken you, obviously, and they won't come to your rescue. This land has been abandoned by the gods themselves, and I'm here to cause a reign of terror. This is my domain now," said Madara, and then he vanished in Kamui, alongside Kyuubi, who left with a hollowing, chuckling laugh after the death and destruction they have caused. As now we see, after this sinister day was over, the next day, the meeting that was held inside the council room was grim and filled with silence, as the elders and everyone else still shaken up by the last night events then spoke. "Hokage-sama, there has been more than thousands of deaths of civilian kids as well as of people." "Don't you think I know that?" said Hiruzen, slamming his fist on the table that cracked it as everyone flinched. "How in the hell was he able to revive himself in that kid's body? If Minato and Kushina are revived, if he is able to revive them, then we're fucked. Royally fucked. And let's not forget Hashirama Sensei and Mito-sama and Tobirama Sensei. If they're revived and they realize what we have done here, and then we're done for. Don't you think I know that?" "And the shinobi side, they have shaken up as well," said Hiyashi Yuga, as Tazumi Inuzuka and Choja Akamichi were the only ones that were left there. The rest were dead already. So many of our friends are dead. And it's all because of their kid. Why didn't you not tell us about him? It was in front of us, Tizumi, said Joza. And yet we were blind. Why would you do this, Hiruzen? Why? Joza, I did this because the village needed its weapon. And it was a perfect opportunity to mold Naruto into the most dangerous weapon there could be, because he was a complete blend of Minato and Kushina, and Uzumaki and Namikaze, a perfect mixture. And if he was able to tame the Kyuubi, and was able to completely loyal to Konoha, then that is how we were able to make a weapon, a strong one. He was going to be a Kage next, and he would have laid down his life and protected it like its life depends on it. But now all of that is gone, because to me Naruto is dead. Madara has taken over his body, revived him inside of him somehow, and now Kyuubi and Madara are on even terms, which is more terrifying in their own right. This alliance, this is the most dangerous thing that Konoha has ever faced. How are we gonna defeat this foe? That is the real question. You're still thinking about that? Our numbers are dwindling, and fast. People who are badly wounded still are dying out there, Heroes, and we need help. Don't you think I know that, Danzo? And besides, I thought you wanted to take care of him. I do, trust me, my friend, I do, but we have to wait. That is all we can do. There's nothing much to do. And we have to give him what he wants once he arrives 1 week later, said Homura. Yes, unfortunately we have to. Most of the clans are already shaken, and so have been the people, and the wounded. Don't get me started on that. Konoha needs a lot of help, and the daimyo will provide it whether he likes it or not. This meeting is adjourned. We have to prepare for the worst, but prepare for a counter as well. As this was going in Konoha, we go towards the other side, where we see in Amegakure, a 10-year-old Naruto arrived, with a different air to him, as in front of him materialized immediately none other than Obito. Madara. So you sensed me, kid. Of course. Your stature, you knowing where I am, and how to get in touch with me. It's obvious it's you. What is it that you want? I told you I will revive you before everything would go down. Listen, the plan that we are following is to revive our rogue goddess named Kage Otsutsuki, and Zetsu is behind all of this. This all surroundings that you see, it is his doing. I was manipulated by him, and you and I both were manipulated by him and controlled. What? How do I... As Madara showed him the whole reality from where he came from. Damn it. So we're a different reality, abandoned and forsaken by gods. Not all of you are. Hagoromo has promised me if we are able to save those who are redeemable, this world is saved. But the rest needs to be destroyed and killed, because they are corrupted to the core. This is Akatsuki's new mission. But first we gotta deal with Zetsu. And how we're gonna do that, Madara? It's easy. You just captured yourself the Q-Beast in Churiki, and that is when you will ask Zetsu about Kage Otsutsuki, because you will say that Kage Otsutsuki name was being blurted out to you by none other than Kyuubi no Yoko, and in front of everyone, nonetheless, in a meeting. I'll do it, and we'll see his reaction. If he's off, everyone will realize that we have been played. Good luck, kid. And besides, before you go, what is it, Madara? I'm proud of you, kid, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry for all that you have been through. Don't apologize to me. If anything, you should apologize to Rin, and don't say that bastard's name. I just killed him. Kakashi? I guess you did. But what about Rin? She will be revived. You don't have to worry about that. I'll be able to do it later on. We forgot that I have Rinnegan and Rinne Rebirth as well. You better keep your word, Madara. I won't break my word twice. I promise you this much. Why would I have told you the truth? I could have killed you and just gone on with my own rampage here. My own mission. But yet you chose to tell me the truth. Because you were a soul that was favored by me. And it is my responsibility to change that here, Obito. Thank you. You can come out now, Itachi. I know you're hiding there. So it is really you, Madara. And from the looks of it, you saw through the memories of ours. I can't hide from the elder, it seems, said Itachi. Is it really true? Yes, it is the truth. Even if you have abandoned and let your family live, it is the same thing that has gone down. Damn it. I should have killed them and listened to Danzo's words. Even Sasuke. Unfortunately, he is corrupted by Fugaku and is next in line. It will be hard, but we have to deal with all of them. Are you ready to do this? This world is already forsaken. Their souls are corrupted. Knowing that there is a Sasuke out there that is saved by Naruto, the real one, it is more than enough for me. I'll do it. I'll help you out. The three Uchihas, working back again for saving those who have been crippled and killing those who have been oppressing for way too long. Who would have thought? Not many of us. So do we have a deal, Obito? Of course we have. Now you have a partner who can testify that you did capture me while I was running away from the villagers. Let the game begin then, both of you. As now we see, the other Akatsuki members were contacted by Obito, as Naruto, quote-unquote, was caught by him and Itachi while on patrol. As Zetsu was there and so were others. What? I don't believe this. Obito-sama, Itachi, you have captured the Nine-Tails, but what about the others? We have to get them first. We will. But the kid, he was corrupted by the Kyuubi. Now in deep slumber, though, thanks to Itachi's genjutsu. He was in, Kyuubi's control when we got him. Well, lucky for us now, we don't have to worry about it. We can wait until the others are extracted. That is good, but where are we gonna keep him? And one has to stay here. That will be quite disadvantageous for the one team that we're gonna pick. That is correct. But Zetsu, there's one thing that I would like to ask. Everyone, have you ever heard about Kage Otsutsuki? As Zetsu flinched, as everyone else noticed it as well. As Itachi smirked hiddenly. Yes, the kid has been blurting that name out, or more like Kyuubi was, when we caught him. Never have I ever heard that name. Have any of you ever heard that? Kage Otsutsuki, said Kakazu. Heard that name after a long time. There was a tale regarding this woman that she was a rabbit goddess, came down from the moon, and the mother of the sage. I don't know how, but she got corrupted, and the rest is unknown, where's about or anything. Many people think that she's just a myth. Yes, she is a myth. I've been around for a long time, and she's nothing more than a myth. Really? Is that so? Yes, why would you ask that question, my lord? Well, because turns out you are the one who has been messing with us, said another voice as Obito stopped, as they saw behind that Naruto was awake and he had Sharingan. A Sharingan that even Zetsu realized. Madara, as hearing that name alone sent shiver down the other Akatsuki member's spine, and when the smirk came, so you do remember my will, or should I say Kaguya's will? How do you? I know, trust me, I know. You thought that you would play me and everyone else here like a fiddle. This history that you created is the most corrupted one I have seen, even more corrupted than my own. Your own, what do you? As that is when Zetsu's eyes went, you're not from this reality, are you? No. The reality I'm from, I've seen it all. I've seen the end of Kaguya, her fall. The fall of the Akatsuki because of this man, alone here. Or no, this thing actually. What do you mean by that, Madara? Said Pain. You see, Pain, the eyes you possess is from these Madaras, Rinnegan. And this over here, this piece of shit, he was the one behind all of these events that played out in front of you. And in your lives. And he's the one reason why the elemental nations are as they are, at the brink of extinction and destruction. What? All our sufferings. Everything to make us like this. It is done by him. Thanks to his ability given to him by his true owner and mother, Kaguya, who he still has connection with through the moon. He is able to see through the future and able to change it. Isn't that right, Zetsu? How did you know? How did you know so much? It's easy, because you always were able to predict everything, even before I. Even when I was working for you in that reality, sometimes I wondered, When did I even prophesize or said all of this bullshit? But now I know that I was being played. And so are you all. Then the Akatsuki have no reason. Oh, of course it does. Or have you forgotten your friend Yaiko? How do you know that name, Madara? I told you. I know a lot than you all know about your own lives. He was even killed by this man. And that was enough for Nagato, who, using the tender pot, the Yahiko pot, grabbed literally Zetsu by the neck. You will die for that. Enough. We need to make sure that you read his memories and tell us what he has done. What are we gonna do? Oh, before that, in an instant, Madara disappeared and killed Hidan and Deidara and Sasori, the three corrupted people. Why did you do that? These were the three souls that were not redeemable. And as for you, Kakazu, as Kakazu gulped, knowing that one immortal was killed, and so were the other two strong Akatsuki members. What is it? You better change your ways, or stick to being a treasurer and a bounty hunter, because if you change, I will change your whole facial structure. Literally. As getting the warning, now he turned towards everyone else, as he then said, do it. See through his memories. That is our only key to what happened in the past and how the future will play out, said Madara. Even if Zetsu protested, Nagato looked into his memories using his Rinnegan's ability, and what he saw shocked him to the core. He saw that how he made both of the brothers, the children of Haguro Mochizuki, murder their own father and later fight off against each other and killing each other and extincting the bloodline of the Otsuzukis, and then moved forward to cause so many wars and atrocities amongst the clans and even wiping out his home clan, and then their own lives were also involved and intertwined all the way until now. And then once he saw the future, as he saw the destruction and Kage Otsutsuki sitting on her throne as the world laid barren and destroyed, eating the chakra fruit, and Zetsu stood by her side as they all were perished. As Nagato, overseeing all these memories, were taken aback as he, with the huge gaps, jumped back. This can't be. We all were played. Madara is right. He is working for the Rapid Goddess. And she's not a myth, she is real. As even Kakazu and the others were shocked. If she is real, then that means that he is her will. And the world that you saw, the future that you saw, is the future of this world. The world that will turn barren because the chakra fruit will be taken back. But you are the key player here, Madara. You don't exist in our realm. You were brought here on your own by Kami, Yami, and Shinigami. To save us? Save those who have been tormented and misguided, like myself was, and you all were, by Zetsu. And save only those who need saving. As for the rest, they are too far gone, unfortunately, and needs to be dealt with. So we're gonna proceed with the plan. Make other Jinchurikis agree with us, or at least Bijus. And once they all agree, then we move forward, one by one, to the other nations. Those who agree will stand, while the others will fall. Do we have a common ground and understanding? As everyone nodded. As Itachi then said, stepping out forward. Should we finish him? Of course. But I think Obito is the one who deserves the most, alongside with Konan and Nagato, to deal with him, since he has affected their lives the most. As Itachi nodded, as Obito and the two others launched barrage of attacks and torture techniques on Zetsu, and once he was dying, he was literally killed and destroyed. It is done. Zetsu is killed. The future has been altered. Of course it has been. But we still have a lot of work to do. A lot of other tormented souls to save, and a lot of those tormentors to kill. But first, while you focus and gather knowledge on this, the new Akatsuki will. I will go back to Konoha to reclaim mine. Something of Naruto's at least. What would that be, Madara? The kid's heritage. That needs to be brought back. And the previous Kages and his own parents. They need to be brought back as well. For some time being. As for the others, they will be completely revived. Are you sure about this? What if they disagree? Because knowing the first and second, they will try. Let them. Because I can deal with them both. And not like they will stand in my way. How so? You will revive them and they will fight with their own free will. That is where something will change. Something that will make them bound to me if they want to live. And besides, I think that Mito also needs to know what happened to Konoha and Uzumaki in between them. You can't be serious. You're going to tell her the secret. Yes, since I found out before I left. It is only true that I tell her. Since she's an Uzumaki princess, she needs to know what happened to her people. And let's not forget the Uzumakis who were betrayed by their own comrades and closest nation ally, and killed by those others. They need their revenge, and they will be brought back to life as well. As seeing the sinister plan of Madara, they all agreed. Knowing this was for the best for their own world, they had to do this, because the Konoha and the other nations were the tyrants, oppressing other minor villages, and some of the minor villages who were strong enough to stand, they were also doing the same, following in the footsteps of the bigger sharks. As now we see, 1 week passed as Konoha was tense and on edge, as Madara arrived there, and besides him was the Uchihas, Itachi and Obito, the mouse person. He's also here, and he was standing atop of Kyuubi no Yoko's head. So, Hiruzen Sarutobi, you brought me something I needed. Where is it? Here. As Madara jumped down, as he grabbed the scroll and opened it. Good. Very good. As he then disappeared, as he arrived again on the upper head of Kyuubi. Then I'll be taking my leave with everything that I have taken. Thank you. As at that time they didn't realize what he said, but soon after that they stopped. What did he mean by that? Taken all that he needed. Go check the grave site of the first, second, and the fourth, and make sure that you also check Mito and Kushina Uzumaki's graves. But why, Hiruzen? Danzo then said, also realizing, and so did the elders. Oh no. You don't mean that he could have? I think he did. As once the Anbus arrived, their graves have been dug up, and the bodies have been taken alongside the coffins. Damn it! We have to stop him. But how? You're gonna fight 3 Uchihas? The strongest of their kind? And a damn Biju? We have no other choice. Damn it. We need to alert the other villages. They wanna know. Since there are only a few numbers, they will fall instantly. We will make sure that Madara and those damn Uchihas that are on the other side suffer. That is correct. A Kage Summit is it. As the Kage Summit meetings were sent out through the other nations, as on the other side, Madara and the other Uchihas alongside the Akatsuki arrived at the Uzumaki ruins. As the all coffins were buried out, we found as much coffins and bodies we could. You don't have to. I will do this. As Nagato and Madara both, as Naruto's eyes morphed into Rinne Sharingan, slammed their hands together. Rinne Rebirth. As the King of Hell arrived, as a part of their soul was taken, as the whole village alongside those who were present in front of the coffins were revived completely. As after the King of Hell died, we see that there stood none other than the Uzumaki clan and Arashi Uzumaki himself, the clan head, and Mito Uzumaki alongside Hashirama Senju, Tobirama Senju, Minato Uzumaki Namikaze, and Kushina Uzumaki Namikaze, and Rin Nohara. What? But I thought that... I promised you, Obito. She will reside in this future. As something happened to Obito as he reverted back to his younger self when he was a Genin, at the same age as Rin. What did you do? I made an exchange of your overgrown ears and reverted you back and given it some of the ears to revive her. I hope you don't mind. Not at all. Obito, is that you? Rin, Chan, you're okay. Obito, is that you? Minato, it's Obito, said Kushina, as Kushina arrived and hugged Obito close, as that is when both of their gaze fell upon Naruto, who was different. Naruto? Unfortunately, I'm not your son. I am Madara Uchiha, as Hashirama and Tobirama instantly flinched. Don't joke around, kid. Enough, you damn oaf. It is me. Madara? What are you doing in the kid's body? How did you even get inside? Jeez, this idiot. I was revived in this kid's body after he died. What? Shut up, brother, said Tobirama. What is your game here? Why did you revive all of us? The world is in ruins. The Uzumakis that have fallen have also been revived. Fallen? What do you mean by that? Konoha betrayed after you died. Even Tobirama died. Once Hiruzen Sarutobi took over, the third war was going on, and the Uzumakis were killed. Because the other villages gave Konoha an option: save themselves or save the Uzushiogakure, and they chose themselves. Is that the truth? Said Mito, looking towards Kushina, who also looked towards Minato. As Minato looked down, I found out once I became a Kage. I wanted to tell you, but they pressured me to not to. Otherwise they would have killed you or harmed you. Because there was always an Anbu within the squad that was watching over you, that I did not knew of. The one closest to us. That was Kakashi. It was his job to kill Kushina if you betrayed. What? Kakashi wouldn't do that. He is his disciple? He was never your disciple, truly. He was using you for power and even killed Rin. Because he wanted to in this dimension, Minato. This dimension? What do you mean? The dimension I'm from is different. I was the one who was walking the path of evil, while you all were walking the good one. And your son Naruto, he alongside Satsuki Uchiha were the child of prophecy, and they stopped the 4th Great Shinobi War, a war against the rabbit goddess herself, Kage Suzuki, and the Ten-Tails Jubi, and me. As everyone was shocked, as he with his Rinnegan made them see all the memories of him, and in this reality and their future that was going to be. The future of your reality has been altered, because Zetsu has been killed. So Kaguya won't be arriving here anytime soon now that we know what she wants. But we all need to do one thing. You don't have to say, Madara. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm agreeing with the Uchiha. Konoha needs to go, brother. But I think as Mito literally slammed a fist in Hashirama's guts as Hashirama fell to his knees, shocked that his wife hated him. Are you insane? They harmed my family. Are you gonna let that slide? We are your cousins. The cousins of Senju, and they harmed family. Not only mine, but yours, Hashirama. Your own student did. As Hashirama, seeing that Mito was enraged, looked down. What about Tsunade? She is as corrupted as her sensei was. And so is, well, the others. We need to take them all down. Take them all out. They're already preparing for a war out there. Said Kakazu. I have gotten in contact with my other contacts, and they have found out that there's a Kage summit that is going on. Time to go and declare a war then. As on the other side in our country, as the Kage summit was happening, we see Madara arrive there, and literally causing destruction started as soon as he arrived. As he had a gunbei in his hand, with Naruto's face he smirked. Well, what do we have here? 5 cowards gathered in one place. Seeing him in reality, it was like a nightmare. You were not joking, Hiruzen, when you said that he's back. Said Oniki. If this isn't a reunion, I don't know what is. I, Madara Uchiha, I am here to say one thing and only one thing to you all. Those who are oppressors will die. My job is only to kill those who have done nothing but harm to the elemental nations. Coming from your mouth, those words sound quite, hilarious, Madara. I know, I've changed. After that, many people change. Since I came back from dead, and I'm changed, I want you to change before you all die. And knowing that you won't, I guess I really have no other choice but to kill you all. Killing us all won't solve anything. Oh, but it does. It does everything. As instantly, right beside him, Minato as well as Kushina arrived, and Mito and the first and second arrived as well. All revived. Meet the Uzumakis. The Uzushiogakure has been revived. and turned immortal by me, alongside these all, and they're on my side. Now you all know better than anything to go against me and my village. So you better surrender or turn the good side. I have given you fair warning. No, this is the system we built upon. We won't let you destroy our legacy that has already been crushed. Kiri, as we speak, is already captured, and on the other side, Akatsuki has captured Suna. 2 of the villages has been captured, and 2 of the Kages. As with air bullets, both of their Kages had holes in them, are dead, meaning they're under now, Uzumaki, under me. As now we see Madara moved towards them, dragging his gunpei, and literally slammed it on A's head, beheading him instantly as his body limped over there. As he turned towards Hiruzen, you, these people have a bone to pick with you in Konoha. Be ready, Konoha. After everyone's conquered and destroyed, you're the last one they'll be coming for. As Konoha with bated breath watched as a disaster turned, 1 month passed as they heard news that the whole elemental nation was turned upside down. The shinobi system, was destroyed by Madara, ripped apart and turned into a new one. And only those were saved that have been oppressed and used as slave and have been harassed by those who have oppressed them. As now we see Uzumaki army with 9 Biryus, as Madara standing atop of Kyuubi's head arrived at the gates of Konoha. And instantly, the front lines were with the face that were familiar, the legends of the said village. As Hiruzen says, Sensei, you can't do this. This is your home. My home died. It has been corrupted by you. And once a garden has been corrupted by a corrupt weed, the whole garden needs to be plucked, Hiruzen. You were the weeds that I, sowed in this soil so that you could make it more prosper, but you did nothing more than to poison it. Unfortunately, you all need to go. As barrage of attack that were instant and painful for all happened, but Mito was not done, and neither was Minato and Kushina. They had a bone to pick with Konoha and its elders, and that they did. Their friends that were able to survive, and the elders and Hiruzen himself suffered the most alongside the people, and the torture continued for almost a year. And after a year, Konoha was put to rest once and for all. After all the elemental nation was destroyed, only 500 people from the whole elemental nation was saved, aside from the armies that was revived by Madara. And together they at the Neo Uzumaki started a city. This is way too less. I would have believed that there would have been more, said Obito. We are more than enough. You are all more than enough. What do you mean, Madara? What I mean is, Hashirama, said Madara, turning towards his friend. I was here on a borrowed time on a mission. Now that the mission has concluded, I think I'll go back. This body wasn't supposed to be mine. It was Naruto's. So I think he should be given this body back. As immediately we see there Hagoromo Otsutsuki arrived, the sage of the sixth path, as everyone was shocked and bowed. As Madara himself bowed. I have done as you said. I fulfilled my promise to you and to the gods. Yes, you did. And you don't have to give up the body. You also have been given a new chance, Madara. The first Kage of the new revolutionized city that you have built, Neo Uzumaki. And as for Naruto, yes, it is his body. It is only right that I give this back to him. I'm truly honored for the honor that you are giving me, but I'm not that much selfish enough to take over the body of an innocent child that has suffered already enough. Since his parents are alive, it's only better that his parents don't suffer when they see this face, the face of their child, said a 13-year-old Naruto now. As that is when, surprisingly, another bright light appeared, and from there a 13-year-old carbon copy of Madara stood, as Madara was stunned, and so was Minato and Kushina. Wait, Gramps, where are we? Said Naruto in a Naruto-like manner. Welcome home, Naruto. Meet your parents, and your family. As Madara was stunned, as he then saw the young Naruto being hugged by his parents, as they were in tears meeting their son, and Naruto was as well, after learning the whole truth. You see, you have been given your world back. As Agurama placed a hand on Naruto's body, Madara Naruto's body, he began to grow, as his hair, still blonde, remained the same, and his features remained the same as well, as he grew up to be like an adult Kage Naruto, who stood there. "What is this?" said Madara, now turned into a grown-up Naruto. "You are a king. You are a Kage of this world, the new revolutionized shinobi world. So it is only nice and polite I give you the stature of a king, so that you are not almost and always mistaken by Naruto over here." "I see. Thank you, Sage. You don't have to thank me. If anyone, it is us who needs to thank you. The goddesses have forsaken this world, but you brought it back to life after the destruction. Thank you. Now enjoy." As Madara then watched over the new home, being the hero that he wanted to be, saving them from the ashes as he wanted in the previous world. Done in this, the right way. You did good, Madara. Can't believe I'm saying this, but you did good. Thanks, Kurama. Thanks indeed. Now Madara had a new world to rule over, but as a kind and just ruler, and watch over it as its guardian, because he knew the Otsutsuki still remained out there. As this is where I'm going to be leaving this movie off, guys. I hope you enjoyed today's short movie, and if you did, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. As this is Apollo Uchiha, and I'm signing off for the day. Peace!